All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome to the team. If you're a new DevOps engineer joining us today, I am absolutely thrilled to have you here. We are going to get you completely set up on your new infrastructure tooling. Think of this explainer as your ultimate day one onboarding tutorial for SSH Bridge. It's going to be a massive, absolutely crucial part of your daily workflow for managing our servers. I love getting into the mechanics of how things actually work, and I guarantee by the end of this session, you'll feel right at home with your new toolkit.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with a quick welcome to SSH Bridge, then walk through your first host setup, touch on some OS-specific configurations, show you around by navigating the workspace, and finally, we'll dive into our team collaboration features. Now, you might be wondering why we rely so heavily on this specific tool. Well, check out the sheer impact it's had on our workflow. Sarah Chen, our lead DevOps engineer, pointed out that SSH Bridge actually replaced 3 different tools for her team. SSH, file transfers, port forwarding, they're all in one place now. And look at that last line. Our team onboarding time dropped by 60%. That is exactly why we're using it for your onboarding right now. Your daily tasks are about to become incredibly streamlined. This right here, this is the ultimate end goal we're working toward today. A totally seamless, beautifully organized, multi-terminal workspace grid. Notice the full Xterm support, those persistent tmux sessions, and just having total organized control over our entire infrastructure, all in a single window. It is honestly a DevOps dream, and we're going to get you there step by step. Okay, section 1, your first host setup. Let's get our hands dirty. Adding a host, which, is just the server you're connecting to via SSH, is remarkably simple. It's literally just 4 clicks. First up, you navigate to the Host section in your sidebar. Second, click Add Host right up in the header. Third, fill in your server details. And fourth, click Create. Boom! You've mapped your first piece of infrastructure. And here's what that Add Host modal actually looks like, where you'll input those specific server credentials. It's designed to be super intuitive, so you're not constantly digging through weird nested menus just to add a basic server connection. So what exactly goes into that modal? You just need to fill out a few core fields. You'll give it a label, that's just a friendly display name for you. Then drop in the hostname or IP address. The port defaults to 22, so honestly, you usually don't have to touch that. Enter your username, and then select your auth type. And what's really great here is the flexibility. You can choose a standard password, or grab a previously added SSH key for secure passwordless entry. You can even assign it a custom color to spot it easily later on. Now, before you hit save, I want to point out a truly crucial feature. See those toggle switches that say tested? Once you put your details in, hit that test button. SSH Bridge will actively verify both your SSH and SFTP connections before you even save. It is a massive time saver because it ensures everything is configured correctly right out of the gate. No more annoying connection timeouts later. But hey, what if you don't have all your credentials immediately on day 1? No worries at all. The system handles that so gracefully. If you add a host without credentials, SSH Bridge just prompts you for a username and password the exact moment you try to connect. You can then choose to securely save those credentials right then and there. It's totally built around how we actually work in the real world. Moving right along to Section 2, OS-specific configurations. Since server environments vary, the baseline OS requirements differ just a little depending on what you're connecting to. For Mac OS targets, it is incredibly easy. It practically sets itself up. Just go to System Settings, click General, then Sharing, and toggle Remote Login to On. For Windows targets, it takes a quick one-time setup. You basically just install OpenSSH Server by running a quick command in PowerShell as an administrator. Once that's done, your Windows machine is perfectly ready for terminal access. All right, Section 3, Navigating the Workspace. This is where you'll be spending your time. This centralized hosts view right here, that's your main dashboard. Whether you're managing Mac OS, Linux, or Windows machines, they are all neatly organized into these cards. It gives you immediate visual feedback on their status, and best of all, they're all just one click away. And speaking of clicks, let's take a look at the context menu. By clicking the 3 dots on any host card, you unlock some really powerful, immediate actions. You don't just have to open a terminal. You save a ton of time by instantly launching the built-in SFTP browser right from that menu. You can edit the host, add it to a group, or jump straight into an SSH connection. It just keeps your workflow incredibly tight. When you do choose to connect, you'll see this prompt asking which workspace to open the session in. Workspaces are awesome because they let you logically separate your daily tasks. Like, you might have one workspace strictly for production servers and another entirely separate one for staging environments. It completely stops you from accidentally running a test script in prod. It keeps your mind and your screen totally uncluttered. So, how does this all come together? Let's bring it back to that grid layout we saw earlier. Once you're in a workspace, you can literally tile your sessions. You can monitor system load on an NAN server while simultaneously running updates on an Ubuntu machine and tracking logs on a Mac, all concurrently. With full Xterv support and the ability to cleanly destroy remote tmux sessions when you're done, this is exactly where you master multiple systems at once. Finally, Section 4, Team Collaboration Features. Look, SSH Bridge isn't just a solo client. It gives our whole team shared superpowers. Because it has a built-in SFTP browser where you can upload and edit files without leaving the app, plus built-in local, remote, and dynamic SOCKS port forwarding, you are totally done juggling third-party apps. Plus, we utilize centralized team management with role-based access. That means we can securely share hosts and resources with you the second you need them. But honestly, the absolute standout feature for our team is snippets. Our SRE manager, Marcus Rodriguez, puts it perfectly right here. The snippet sharing feature alone is worth it. It's been a game changer for incident response. What this means for you, literally on day one, is that you immediately have access to our entire library of safe, production-ready runbooks. You never have to guess or memorize complex commands. The approved snippets are already waiting right there in your client to be executed safely. Now, with all this accessibility, I want to reassure you that this is all backed by enterprise-grade security. SSH Bridge is secure by design. It uses encrypted vault storage for your credentials, strict known host verification, and get this, it even features a built-in private VPN mesh network to reach devices hidden behind firewalls and nets. Combined with our administrative audit logs, this is exactly how we keep our 200-plus servers completely safe while giving you the fast access you need. So there you have it. We've walked through adding your first host, configuring the OS, navigating that beautiful workspace grid, and leveraging our shared team snippets. You are officially set up and ready to go. The only question left is, which infrastructure task are you going to jump in and automate first with your incredible new toolkit? Welcome aboard and happy building.